What's Up Food Podcast. Welcome to the What's Up Food Podcast with Felipe Esparza, Rodrigo Torres.
Yeah, man.
And sometimes Lisa over here.
Sometimes.
Right here chilling.
Fact checking.
Give us some question, lady.
No, please.
I have no questions.
All right.
Question number 565.
What's up, everybody? Upcoming show
Hey.
this weekend, March 30, Austin, Texas, at Paramount Theater. This show is sold out. Unless you come by yourself, there will be a ticket for you.
Yeah, there's a few single tickets left.
Single. You're a solo vino.
But like under 20 tickets left or something
Yeah.
like that.
Third wheel style.
March 31st, Atlanta, Georgia, at the Variety Playhouse. Only 200 tickets left. So you better hurry up and get those tickets.
ATL.
There's more than 200, so
Okay.
Okay, so then, hurry up, man.
yeah.
April 5th, Fayetteville, Arkansas, at University of Arkansas. That's a free show. Fayetteville. Anybody around there, man, just show up. It's a free show. Nothing fancy, just me by myself doing an hour and then leaving after that. April 12th to the 14th, New Brunswick, New Jersey, at Stress Factory. Yeah, what's up? New Jersey. Puerto Ricans, show up, please.
Oh.
April 20, Albuquerque, New Mexico, at the Isleta Resort. May 5th, Thunder Valley Casino in Sacramento area, Lincoln, California. All right. Lots of more dates. Check out FelipeWorld.com/tour for all the shows, dates, ticket links. What's up, boo?
Chilling, dog. How you feeling, dog?
What's up, fool, man? What's up with people talking about, like, hey, man, we should get together and have dinner before the show, and then all of a sudden they're going to go here to the show.
Yeah. Don't worry, dog. I already ate it.
Bro, how about, bro, you leave my food at my hotel room, I take it, you leave, I go eat it.
Yeah, man. Fucking lingers off
Sneaky fools, like they don't know all the tricks.
Oh, my God, dude.
Like, I used to do that shit, bro, hang around with my uncles and my cousins right before they go to Disneyland, see if they take me.
Would they?
Hell no.
Oh, fool, cheap ass uncle, dog.
They just look at me and go, you can have the rest of the beans and burritos there. All right.
Watch the house.
We'll see you later.
Oh, dude.
How many fools hit you up the last minute?
Dude, a grip of them, dude.
Flacco calling 2 hours before the show.
Oh, my God.
Sorry, bro, there's no stretcher out here for you.
Hey, you know what killed me at the end of all the shows? Or you hit up Rizzo, you're all right, fool, call Flacco. We're ready now.
After everything was done.
Man.
You want to hang out, bro? We'll hang out after the show.
I know, huh? I want to be at the event.
Man, it goes me and my roommate. How about just you?
I know, man.
Why you gotta bring a roommate? I would just say me and my caretaker.
Everyone wants that +1 on top of getting themselves in.
All of a sudden.
I got a little entourage.
He didn't know that the show was been promoted since he was in a fucking hospital.
Says, what, dude?
If you would have come from the hospital and say, hey, can you reserve me 2 tickets? I might be out of the hospital by then. I would have done it.
Yeah.
But 2 hours before the show, get the fuck out of here.
Dude,
I wouldn't give 2 tickets to my mom when she asked for 2 tickets, bro.
I know you won't.
I'm making that announcement now that if you haven't reached out to me 3 days before the show, I can't help you. I can't help you.
Sorry.
Because it's just this LA show. I mean, first of all, we put on a hell of a show, okay? And I have to say we because it was a group effort. It was like we had a lot of people on that show. There were a lot of people backstage, and I don't like that. I mean, it was because we had East of the River opening. They were great. And
They had 10 motherfuckers with them.
they were 8 people on stage plus a DJ, 9 people. And then they had like a merch person
Right.
and like somebody taking photos. And it was like, okay, 11 people backstage in one dressing room. Like that's hard to control. And they were really cool though. They were great. And they behaved, you know, like that was their first big show at a theater and stuff. So they weren't sure like what to do. So they were very polite and everything. And Jay was great, very professional, but yeah, there were a lot of moving parts to that weekend. So all these people blowing up my phone and trying to get tickets in the last minute, including family. And I was like, dude, this is not the time. I don't want to pick up a call. I'm already ignoring calls and emails coming through right now. And I'm trying to like pack and get everything down there, get the merch all set. Like there's a lot of stuff going on. So no more.
Then we have all these agents, bro. Why they call
Agents
besides
coming
our
in.
agents?
And they want, yeah,
Like,
they want
we
to.
went with ICM, okay?
But not just that. It's like TV people that want to work with you and stuff, and so they want to come. But Felipe hates meeting with people before the show. Hates it. It throws off your vibe.
Yeah, you
right?
have
What
to
thing I
get
hate
your
more,
mind
bro,
straight.
is a photo shoot before the show.
You agreed to that ahead of time. I cleared that with you.
But you have to be in your right place.
That photo shoot, man, helped motherfuckers from coming inside, bro.
It did, though. It
looked busy.
It was too packed. Nobody could come in
that room, dude. Oh, my God, dude.
But there's always a lot of hangers on, man.
Luis Guzman showed up.
Papa.
Papa
Yeah,
with
what's
his
going on
daughter,
with my
who's taller
daughter?
than him. Then he disappeared. We had to find him.
Oh, my God, dude.
Where was he at?
He went to go have a seat. He was sitting. He was sitting and watching the show.
Went to the seat.
Yeah.
But it's like we told him that he's going to bring you up, dog.
Then Jayla Mom solo.
Yo, what's going on, yo?
Luckily, one of the security guards knew who Louis was. And he was like, oh, he's sitting right over here. I was like, awesome. Go get him, please. But it was hard searching for him in the dark and like couldn't see anybody.
And it was a cool ass last show too with him and Russell Peters bringing you up.
Yeah, man.
That was sweet, dude.
Are you done? Yeah. That's funny when Russell went to go to a bed and he's like, are you done? You finished?
Hey, as soon
You
as
got it out of your head?
oh, dude, that fool's funny, dog. As soon as they seen him, they went crazy though.
Crazy, huh?
Dude, they love that fool. Like, it seemed like he got not that he didn't get love in New York. Please, he hosted the show.
Got love.
But once they seen him in LA, it was different.
It was
dude.
different,
they weren't
dude.
expecting it.
LA, like they love all that, like fucking Carlito's Way shit.
All
Like, dude,
that
it's
shit,
like forget
dude.
Pachanga, that character.
I think if Luis Guzman were to go up and bring me up in a show in Europe, they would fucking go crazy.
yeah, dude.
Because they love gangster shit.
Yeah, and he was all dressed to the T. So was Russell, dog. So it was fucking sweet.
That fool had a bag of chaclita ready, bro.
He was cool though, dog.
Yeah, Russell.
Mad
It's so
song.
funny. Russell always looks like he could easily like go walk onto a yacht and he'd be dressed appropriately.
Yeah, he had like those
know?
like Jordan Spearies or something.
But they had like wingtip
I heard
fringe on the top. It was
just like
weird.
Thurston Howe.
Yeah, it was like a nice
Those shoes
sweater,
are no
like,
joke, though.
Oh, dude, those shoes are probably what $2,500 or
Yeah,
something.
I have no idea.
A couple thousand
Yeah.
bucks for sure.
I mean, if I had those shoes, bro, you only see those shoes on stage and on carpet.
Oh yeah, totally.
I know. See,
He had that that sweater he had, like I don't know.
But he probably writes it off.
Oh please, fool.
Of course, he writes it
Oh,
off.
like fucking hip hop.
Every entertainer needs to write off their clothes.
There was so
Mr. Rogers.
everybody was trying to squeeze in the marijuana brand to you, huh?
Oh my god, dude. Shout out to Backyard Extracts, by the way. No,
they
'cause
don't
they were
know-
actually really
They
good.
got to you.
They don't know that we don't smoke the same.
Yeah.
Shout out to E-Zone. E-Zone.
But how was that stuff? You liked it?
Which one?
That Backyard Extra, those joints?
Oh, yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
It smelled like
It smelled good right
some
away. Huh?
bud. I got a long time ago, bro, in New York. When me and Gabriel were going around all these little
The
bodegas
bodegas?
asking, and we found that, and that stuff smelled like something we got a long time ago from your dude too.
Okay, hell yeah.
You remember smells of weed.
Yeah, I do,
like
man.
they come back. Like somebody will have that strain, that seed, and it'll mix it perfectly, or it'll be that one.
The only one I recognize is sour diesel because I can't stand it, but because I got so sick off.
Maybe
of
it
I never
was
thought
sour
that.
diesel.
I never thought that was good. That
That
bomb ass weed.
sour diesel. I feel like they right before they give it to you, they put an orange peel in it so you can smell like
Oh
orange.
hell yeah, dude! They do that shit a lot, dude.
Somebody told me that back then in the old days they used to fake Thai bud.
Yeah, fool. They will just
They'll
wrap
put
it
a
around the
fake
shit
ass
wet,
stick.
wet, and then it'll dry that way. Yeah.
Food must get punched, huh?
Yeah, because you can tell because the branch of the marijuana leaf, it's not like a circle, dude. It has little
Dude,
veins in
man.
it. What's up, fool?
Fucking the guy from east side of the river, they killed it, huh?
Yeah, dude.
I didn't even know that I knew half their family.
Yeah, dude. And you know what was cool? I mean, I'm gonna burn that last story you were telling, but that one about a homeboy shooting.
Dofies.
Dude, that was a badass story. And then the second night when you told it, that night, dude, that fucking shit like was crazy.
It was crazy. That like I would like I never forget that I was doing stand up, but undercover. Like nobody knew I was doing stand up. I just came out of rehab, and I would go do the stand up with the first time I went with Rodney Enos, bro.
Damn.
Shout out to Rodney, man. If you're in Arizona, Pima Papago all the way. He was my sidekick. I didn't want to go alone. He drove with me to the gig, and then I killed it. And then another time I went with another guy named Ruben. Shout out to Ruben. And then I took it going with different people. Then I started bringing more people to the open mic. Then it became like everybody from the projects after the open mic, because they wanted to come. They weren't doing shit, dude.
Right.
So, and then one night there was a comedy contest at the Acapulco restaurant on Hollywood Boulevard and La Brea, I think, or whatever it was. And I needed heads. I wanted to win $100. So I called the fool named Dofies, Rodolfo. Nunez, I guess. No, not Nunez. He'll get mad.
Miranda, I think.
Miranda.
Right?
I don't know. Miranda is
That's his dad.
His dad. Well, I forgot his name, but his last name. But that fool showed up. They were like 60 deep, bro. All in the same car. Hog. You know that fool that was here? We had his brother here, Young. Milani's brother showed up. His little brother. And I won, dog.
Hell yeah.
Then that fool was that was like the. It's funny, like I was beginning to do stand-up comedy. These guys were still gangbanging, you know, whatever. But that was cool that for a little while we were going the same way, you know, like they never been to a comedy show, but they were following me around because I told them it's fun. There's a lot of comedians.
All exciting and shit.
Yeah, but it was new, bro. They got hooked. They got really hooked.
They liked it.
They liked it. So they kept going every week with me, and then I won that contest. Then when I would start doing Latino night at the Laugh Factory, I would give Homeboy Industry a bunch of tickets. They would show up in a van.
Back in the boomer days?
Yeah. But the way I ran into, well, before all that, I was a loser, bro.
You mentioned that, dude.
And I used to get almonds. I used to sell fake dope, 42s. That's worse than robbing somebody by gunpoint, bro. You're like really robbing them. So I would show up at like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I would get my little almonds, my little diamond almonds, and I would with a razor blade, I would shave all the brown peel out of the almond, and I would cut them like they're real dope.
Little
and
rocks.
Then I would dip them in a little jar full of Ambisol. I let it sit there, you know, let that shit dry. Then I put more. Then I put them in a little bag, and then like I would serve those foods, bro, because nobody was around. So somebody wanted 20. Bro, I'll give you 2 of them, dog. So that, you know, like, and then I was playing on their green too.
That's how you have. That's how it works. That's the only way it works.
My fake dope would not work if these fools weren't greedy, right? So if they want 60, I will give them 80. If they wanted 20, I will give them 40. If they wanted 60, I will give them 200, bro.
Wholesale. Yeah.
And they would bite it. They'll just put it in their mouth without the crackheads who didn't know what's up. They would just put it in their mouth and go,
Oh, numb them
so it
up a little
starts
bit.
numbing right away. This motherfucker think it's cocaine. So I was doing every time I would do that, I could only do that one night because those fools always come back shooting everybody, bro.
They're just pissed, huh?
They're pissed.
They couldn't get high.
Imagine, bro.
They got jacked.
You brought that dope to your house, and you live in Glendale, or you live in Monterey Park, Whittier, Rosemead. Then you fucking put that shit on a crack pipe.
Can you imagine?
And then you fucking taste peanut butter, bro.
I would want to kill somebody now.
Oh, think about it. It'll work with fake beer, fake weed, fake Nike, a fake watch.
Oh, dude.
Motherfucker tells you a joke that belongs to fucking Diamond Rivera. I never heard of it.
Oh, my God, dude.
Anyways, man, now. So, my brother got somebody, my brother Angel, he was doing that one night, but then he went back and they shot my homeboy Chivo in the arm, bro.
They had to get someone, dog.
They shot that fool, dog. He just fucking stood his hand out, bah, and then the fool drove away.
They had to get someone for that.
So that night, I was slanging the fake dope, bro. I had 40. But then these dudes showed up, and they were buying dope all day, real dope. But this time, I guess they were sad. They were down and out.
Uh-huh.
So those fools said, give me 40. So I was going to give them like that. I opened my hand, and that fool took out a gun, and he said, give it to me. And I said, oh, shit.
Also, he jacked you, trying to jack you.
So I couldn't let him taste that shit and find out it was fucking peanut butter. He'll shoot me right there.
Almonds.
Almonds. Yeah. So I pretended I got scared. I just dropped it and put my hands up. And that shit fell on the floor. And then when he looking down, my friend Rodolfo was coming out of the house eating a breakfast burrito, dog. And I knew that fool had a coat, a 38 coat, like a 38 gun. And then I just looked at him and goes, hey, man, shoot these fools. They're all here trying to rob us. So that fool saw that guy's gun, and he saw the car. And then that fool ran to the car with the dope and some real money that I had. And started shooting at the fucking car, bro. Pow, 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 pow. Like at 6 in the morning.
Those fools drove.
Kids are going to school and shit. People are going to work. People starting off their day, bro. We're still fucking up for 2 days. So that fool eating a burrito, bro, biting a burrito and shooting, dog.
While he's shooting.
Multitasking.
Like it's part of his routine, bro. And this is part of his lifestyle. So anyway, I never forget that, because I could have had him killed, for something. It was all my fault.
Or got yourself killed.
Yeah,
Fuck.
so. And that guy was cool, bro. Him and I used to wrestle, dog. When we were little kids, we were all into the WWF.
And Foxcatcher over
That
here.
fool put on his black sweats, his fucking Nike Cortez, and the beanie.
Yeah, King
And he was
Kong
like,
Bundy.
we used to call him. He was like the burglar wrestler or whatever. But that was not even his nickname. But he just
larceny.
And then I would go home, bro, and I put my sweats on and my underwear over my sweats, so it looked like I'm wearing a fucking wrestling outfit. And then my brother Angel, he was like a dirty motherfucker, bro.
Bob Backlund.
Dirty motherfucker. My brother will put his fingers through he'll get a jalapeno and he'll put it in his fingernails, bro, all over his fingernails and his fingertips. And then when he wrestles with somebody, he'll put his finger in their mouth or their eyeball. And he was dirty, dog.
Your brother's always been a dirty motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Preparing for war all the time.
It's an illegal move.
My brother wrestling with somebody, and you're waiting for somebody to tag you. My brother will fart inside of a sandwich bag, close it, then run up to that wrestler's home and put it in his mouth. So that dude Dofies, he'll start the fight. Go, listen, man, motherfucker, there's no more jalapeno juice in the eye, no fucking farting.
Look at Ref.
And then he'll look at me and shit. You can't be fucking breathing on him with your bad breath. Cause I'm eating like a lot of garlic, dog, or something. Yeah, and then there'll be this black dude named Damon that had musty ass underarm, bro. That fool just put his face on you.
Dude.
Real shit, dog.
That's the kind of those are all the moves that you only know if you have brothers.
Oh, absolutely. Especially cousins.
Yeah, like male kids that you have.
That'd
to
be
fight
because you don't want to hurt nobody with a real figure four leg lock. What's up, fool?
Oh my god,
man.
Dude.
We got Frank Castillo right here.
Hey,
yeah, man.
What's up, man?
You're a store regular?
No, not yet. I
That
just work at the
sucks, man.
store.
This motherfucker's not a regular store regular. The other guy here walking around gets in because he does social media.
I love Brenton.
Nah, man, his name is running the front, bro. Just he does social media. I remember back in the day. That's funny, man. The old comic always say that shit. Man, back then, man, they would never pass a guy like that. You need an hour of material.
Yeah, you had to keep switching it up, right?
You gotta be friends with Tommy.
Oh yeah, you gotta sell Tommy weed. Remember?
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Or give him guitar lessons.
I would give that fool fist bump to put me up. Everybody talks bad about Tommy, but he took care of me.
He did. He was nice to me. He was
good with good people. Like if you're up on stage talking shit about Tommy, that's strike one.
You got 3.
True.
That's strike one. Mentioning anything that has to do with a comedy store on stage is strike one, bro. Because I remember there was a sign in the back before they got it all nice with couches. It said, "Please, no to comics, no jokes about smoking weed in the back."
Oh, really?
Because everybody would do jokes about man, I was hanging out in the back smoking the weed with Dami Rera. And it's killing the scene. Anyways.
Putting people on blast.
So you work there?
Yeah. I work there. My door guy's still there. I answer the phones, check IDs, and then on the weekends I go and do shows.
That's nice.
Yeah, it's fun, man. I absolutely love it. Tommy was actually me and Jay Light were the last 2 door guys Tommy hired.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Black t-shirts or white?
Black t-shirts.
See, I have to have the white one.
Oh, really? No way.
Oh, I threw it away. No, I had the white. Me and Gabriel Iglesias, we had the white fucking security guard t-shirts.
You guys used to work there?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
Gabriel got fired immediately.
Oh, wait, why did he get fired?
1 week. He didn't want to go up the ladder. And he kept going up on he kept doing shows on the main room and the ballet room when he was supposed to watch the door.
You know what's funny? He probably started the thing that at the store, everyone at the store does that now. The store, especially if they're like a manager.
They got mad at me too because I was blocking the main room door from the ballet room, and then I think one of the just joking people, Isai.
Oh yeah.
He had a show and he goes,
Isai McGraw, yeah.
he walked, hey man, you guys, what's up? Somebody didn't show up. He goes, hey man, you want to go up and do a quick 5? Yeah, but I'm watching this door. Man, fuck that. Ain't nobody gonna come in my room. And then he goes, so I went up there, did the 5 minutes. But I have another little t-shirt, but my t-shirt, so I have to take it off and then flip it around. Then this dude come around, Duncan, I don't know his name, some
Duncan.
other guy. He goes, hey man, why you do that set? Oh man, I can't even do comedy, but I don't fucking stay here in a fucking security guard.
They need to be done.
Then they want me to go up and do the names? Fuck that, dude. I want to go up there and fucking do the names.
That's the scariest thing, climbing that goddamn ladder.
I seen that little rickety ass ladder. Huh?
So I lasted longer than Gabriel, bro. And then there was other comedians that were passed but never went again.
Yeah, you see that too.
They just can't. I don't know. Man, just it is that I come from a background of I need to get work and I need to get paid. Mm-hmm. I just can't be the smallest guy in a totem pole. Mm-hmm. But I would go call in for spots, but I would always show up and get my spots, and my name is still up there. And my name, my 8x10 is in the OR.
Yeah, it is.
Bald head, right next to Gabriel's shirt.
He has like a cardigan on, right? Like a vest, sweater vest.
Gabriel's photo, like his 8x10s were done by a homie. So they did it at the recreation park. So Gabriel like this in front of the swimming pool sign.
The one where he has braces on?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's when he was going through a sweater mode.
A sweater face, dog.
What's up, man? Hey, man, did you guys know that What's Up Fool is now on Spotify? Yeah. We've been waiting for this for a while. Spotify is making it easy for you to stream this podcast and many others like it on your mobile service, desktop, or smart speakers. Open the app. Click on the Browse channel and then click on the podcast section. Take us with you wherever you go. Thanks to Spotify. That's it, bro.
Yeah, man.
What's up, fool?
Chilling, dog.
What's up, Frank?
What's up,
From
man?
San Jose.
Yep.
Where you from?
Yep, born and raised East Side San
That's
Jose.
where Birdman baptized you?
Yeah. Yo, Birdman and my father. Dude, Birdman and my father are so fucking close. Dude, this is how funny it is.
God.
Like, the comedy community in San Jose, they all know my father. They all know Birdman. And, like, because my dad is, like, a huge Dodgers fan. Like, he's the only guy in San Jose that walks all around all Dodgers gear.
Everybody's all about.
Yeah, everyone gives him weird looks, and they're always trying to fight him and shit. And he's like, no, I just love baseball. But every mic he goes to is at like a bar, and like I remember when I'd go, I'd take him, and he'd be like, "Oh, I've been to all of these places." And Birdman was there, and they met, and he's like, "Oh, I know your father," and they fucking go way back.
Really?
Yeah, it's so fucking hilarious.
That's fucking comedy. I didn't even know you knew Birdman.
Yeah, he's amazing. He's kind of like an uncle. It's weird. It's the weirdest thing. Like anytime, like I'll go do a show somewhere in San Francisco or the Bay Area, like Birdman will just show up, and I'm like, oh shit, hey,
what's going on, bro?
Birdman is. I owe him a lot because I remember the finals for the roast battle. My dad was gonna come down, and then like his ride fell through with his lady, and Birdman just called him, was like, hey, I'll pick you up. We're going to LA. Just come with. And Birdman drove my dad down.
In a Lamborghini.
Yeah, in a Lamborghini.
Shut up.
No.
Birdman found a ride to give somebody else.
Yeah.
A ride? Isn't that crazy?
But yeah, then so I got to hang out with my pops during the finals, and that was like a cool thing. And it was it was perfect. And, comedy community, man.
Hell yeah, man.
Birdman's everywhere, huh?
I didn't even know
that Birdman stayed, can't wait to come down May 4th for the world premiere of Taco Shop. And I'm like, I didn't even know the world premiere.
We didn't even know there was a premiere. I found out through Birdman's post.
Yeah, he's setting it up.
He has meet and greet, bro.
Yeah, Taco Shop, by the way, you didn't mention this last week. There's a movie, Taco Shop, that you did years ago. 7 years ago.
So yeah, when I do interviews now, people ask me, Felipe, any projects coming out? Yeah, I have movies that are going to come out 7 years from now.
Yeah, there was some financing fell through and all this stuff, so they never finished it. But now it's finished. It's got Tyler Posey from Teen Wolf. It's got George Perez, Johnny Sanchez,
Rick Naheda,
the guy Captain Obvious, right? The guy from those Captain Obvious
commercials.
Yeah,
he's a good actor.
Yeah, he's a great actor.
That guy and then the girl from Scary Movies.
Yeah, Jai Parker.
Oh, Ty Parker?
Jay Parker.
Okay.
Ty Jai Parker or something like that.
Something like that. She's in it.
Eric Robertson as well?
Eric Roberts, he's Old Man Bill or something like that.
Yeah, I think he works at the restaurant. Right?
I've done 2 movies with Eric Roberts.
Damn, that's cool, dude.
The first one, we've been in one scene together, and then he was in that movie like for one day. He's like a day player, dude.
Hell yeah, dude.
Those guys make money.
Eric Roberts, bro, he's a great actor, and like he might did all those drugs back in the day, but he's still focused, dude. Like he knows the tools of acting. Like you can learn a lot. Eric Roberts can have no lines in the scene, and he pretty much can fuck you over with no lines. And even if you can have a whole monologue, and Eric Roberts will just fuck you up with 2 lines.
Yeah, dude.
It's insane.
It was legendary.
He's good, dude. He's really good. Like he just gotta look at the scene, and he knows, okay, and then he'll tell somebody to write down all the words in a big old placards because he can't see.
Oh,
but
reading the lines,
the cue card, reading the lines, he does it good, dude. Like, I never forget, man. I always got to talk about it, but I did a movie where I play a cook, a waiter, washing dishes, named Felipe. And Eric Roberts plays the only scene, the owner, manager of a restaurant. And the scene is a woman is late. She's the star of the movie.
She's a waitress.
She's late. And she should have been here like hours ago. And I'm washing dishes. And then he looks at me and he just looks at the scene and Eric Roberts goes, and then he goes, all right. And he goes, Felipe, what's up? And he goes, what's up, man? All right. We shake hands. Action. And then Eric Roberts starts walking around. And he goes, where the fuck is she at? And he goes, Felipe, give me a fucking rag. And I throw a wet rag at him. And he starts wiping on the table fucking mad, bro, because he has to do it. She's not there. He's the manager. That's what a manager should be doing. So he's fucking scrubbing real hard, pissed off, getting into the fucking scene. Cut. They gave him his check. He went home.
So he went and shot another movie, right?
Yeah.
He had to shoot like 2 movies that
nobody
day.
no direction, bro. He didn't know direction. He didn't know. He just knew that, okay, I'm a manager. This bitch is late. I know if I was a manager, I have to wipe down these tables myself because only me and Felipe needs to be washing the fucking dishes. So him and I started talking. Go, where the hell is she? I don't know, man. She should have been here an hour ago. I know, man. And then he goes fucking the rag, start fucking scrubbing and talking shit. Then she comes in and he attacks her, and that was it, dude.
Kills the scene.
That's crazy.
It's like killing 2 spots in one day, huh?
Yeah, so he kills
God.
that scene. Then he after that he goes do another role somewhere else as a different character. So he did like 3 movies in one night, one day.
Dude.
Yeah, there's this documentary that came out. I can't remember what it was called, but it was literally just about like background characters and stuff like who's Guzman?
Luis Guzman.
Yeah, he's amazing, but they just kind of talk about him too, where he's like they pointed out all the movies he's been in. So there's like 20 just actors that are like in everything, but they're always in just like
I think
that.
it was called Those Guys. Or
Those
something
Guys,
like,
yeah,
right?
yeah. Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
good, but it's like you're like, oh, yeah, those guys really do steal the scene.
Mm-hmm. And they don't have any, and I think that's why people love working with them because they don't need any direction. They just come on, they know where
Boom.
to go, they know how to start in and out.
Yeah, there was like a
Got it.
thing in the documentary where it was they were talking to Guzman and he was just like they're like when he goes out for roles they actually have like specifically his name looking for this type and he's just like that's me.
Yeah.
That's crazy, huh?
The one at Pachanga, papi.
Here, Papi.
Yo, that's how we do it.
Man, Lisa went to the documentary movie I was in, but I never got to see it. And they were talking to Isai Morales.
Oh, yeah.
And that fool did all his Latino accents
He
at
did
one
all
time.
the
From
Latino,
Dominican to
yeah.
Puerto Rico, to a Dominican in New York, to a
Yeah.
Dominican,
Yeah.
to a Puerto Rican and
Cubans,
Cuban,
Puerto Ricans, and then Mexicans.
then Chicano.
Yeah, and then the Chicano sound versus the Mexican sound versus he flowed one into the other. It was amazing.
He's badass.
Rodrigo over here only got James Gandolfini.
That's right. Absolutely.
Oh, whoa.
Give some
Yeah, give me some
bro.
Gandolfini.
They were asking for it, bro.
Yeah, how you doing, Frankie?
Oh my God, Gandolfini, I love your movies.
Thank you very much. I love yours as well.
What's up with people, bro, getting all into the pod? You have a podcast, Frank?
Yeah, I have a podcast. I do it with Moses and Coach T. It's called Verbal Violence. We talk about the roast battle. And then I have my own that I'm dabbling with. It's called Village Idiot. Yeah, I interview like my pops, my mom, and like a lot of my family members right after roast battle, and they just tell me a bunch of crazy stories of when they were growing up. Especially my father.
Were these the first podcast you started, or you started many podcasts?
This is
before
the
and you
first
stopped?
one. Village Idiot was the one that I just did myself, and then Verbal Violence is just the one that me, Moses, and Coach, and Pat Barker now do.
Could we have friends, man, like Marco Rizzo, like the motherfucker started his 10th podcast.
He was like 3.
That was
Scared by the bell or something?
No, Squad by the Bell or
Bell.
Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Squad.
Saved by the Squad.
Doing like
Or
episode
Squad by the
reviews.
Bell.
Saved by the Squad.
Saved by the Squad. And now
Yeah.
he has Rizzopedia.
Rizzopedia. What does Rizzo know? Okay, I'm not calling Rizzo stupid.
You gotta put
I'm
ketchup
just
on
saying
fries.
He's young and inexperienced. Like, how is
I
he
feel like shit right now.
Rizzopedia?
Rockstar fucking gave you the biggest laugh in the world right now.
That's why you got to listen. You got to tune in, see what he's going to talk about.
It should be called What Does Rizzo Know?
I know Diddle.
Diddley Squad.
Rizzopedia is just Rizzo looking up stuff on Wikipedia.
Just reading off the page.
Here, what's baseball? What's the history of baseball? Let me check. Here you go.
Going through all the tabs. It's hilarious.
Titties.
No, we love Rizzo, but yeah,
Oh my
Rizopedia
god,
is
dude.
too
That was
much.
comedy, dude.
So, and then they do the other podcast with Hanging Time with Nick.
Yeah, hanging with Nick and Johnny,
I think
right?
it's called Time. I think it's called Time, right? Or yeah.
Man, that fucking podcast tripped me out when Nick started a podcast telling us what time it is in London.
Hello, welcome to Heathrow.
No. It starts off in London. It is 4:25. Started looking around, man. I want to smoke what this fool's smoking.
That was the podcast?
It started off like that.
Oh.
Like, I didn't get it, man. Oh, not making time, so he gives you the time.
It's Time with Nick and Johnny, I think it was called. But
Okay.
I didn't know they told the time.
It's like I was starting of the story was in San Paulo, Veracruz, ahora está las 7 de la mañana.
What time is it in
What's
Cupertino?
up, fool? What's up, Frank? What made you come out here to LA? When did you come out here?
I moved here when I was 23, and I
That's
moved here
fine.
for comedy. Because I moved to, I lived in San Jose until I was 17, and then I moved to Temecula, California when I was a senior in high school. So that was like a huge culture shock for me. 'Cause
Oh,
it was
damn,
like,
Temecula?
yeah, man,
You're in a
all
fucking
conservative,
desert, bro.
all white people. There was like a border patrol station right there. So it was like, especially coming from like the city, especially like East
Yeah.
Side San Jose, it was like, I had to like, I felt like I couldn't like, be myself. Like I had to like kind of like keep it low key.
Yeah, that's a mean cookie cutter town. Right
Yeah, it was very interesting. They had their set views on like Mexicans and border patrol. It was very interesting.
You were living there during those big protests, huh? With the kids.
Yep. It was fucking very funny to be like, yeah, you guys fucking won against kids. You know what I mean? Like you sent a bunch of kids back. Like way to be real proud about it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was the big one, right? Lupio Rivera
Yeah,
was there.
he showed up there fighting
Yep.
them.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
I don't understand those when people start arguing like that. You got the people like whatever, like build a wall, go back to Mexico. Then you got the other fools fighting for the other side. Bunch of people arguing, bro. They're not gonna settle nothing about just fucking having
Exactly.
a fucking
No.
sign. That's gonna
Everyone's just
happen, bro.
screaming.
It's all policy that's fucking
Congress will
decided
settle it
by
for you guys,
fucking
man.
somebody has nothing to do with it.
Then you have people, Lupio over there yelling at white people, I pay more taxes than you guys make. Like, nobody cares.
Yeah.
I think he just wanted to sell tickets that weekend.
Yeah, bro. His album came out 2 weeks later.
Yeah, there you go.
But he cares,
He was down, you know what I mean? At least he went over there, you know
Well,
what
I think the idea is that the protests will fuel the policy, try to get into these Congress people's ears and try to get them to push the agenda. But protests these days are really sad. They're lame.
I can't. My friend.
It changes, right? Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's multiple. There are multiple things going
And
on.
inside
There's
the
not
there's
one
there's
cohesive.
not one unity. Like when it was like for the civil rights, you knew it was civil rights. There
Right.
was nobody
Exactly.
there holding a sign.
Yeah. It was
Legalize
also like
weed.
legislation was trying. They were trying to pass legislation for the civil rights. So
Everything's all fragmented now.
yeah, it's very, very interesting. And it's always like my white friend who always comes out to me. He's like, "You're not gonna go to the march." I'm like, "No, you can go to the march. I'm gonna stay home because I don't want to get in trouble."
I don't understand too when they tell you you go march. Nah, bro. If I go march, it don't ruin anything. We need more white people to march, eh? How about you white people march for us? We'll stay home. People, and then you guys get beat up for us. Then people notice, fucking white people getting beat up for Mexicans on TV. We gotta put a stop to this.
This ends now.
Yeah, man. You really, really want to protest for us Mexicans? You stay in the front lines. We'll be in the back.
Quite frankly, I think
You gotta get beat up first, man.
people just got to protest at the voting booth, dude.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
Local
It's like,
representation to statewide, and then,
just gotta go out and vote, man.
And people always talk about, hey, bro, I gotta do more political jokes, bro, because I want to sell tickets. I'm not a political comedian, bro. I don't give a fuck.
No,
I do give a fuck, but what can I do? I'm one man.
Yeah. It's also like, I've always struggled with that too, where it's like someone had told me like you're kind of beating people on the head with one subject, and I was like, you know what, you're right. And it's like people come out because they want to have fun,
Right.
and that's the whole thing. It's like because if you start doing like super political comedy, like you alienate one half of the
yeah,
audience.
where you have an agenda and you have like an angle,
Yeah.
that's where it's bad.
Yeah,
I think you
yeah.
can poke fun at both sides, and that's
But it has
cool.
to be funny,
Yeah.
too.
has to
And
be
it
funny.
has to be
Like, it has to be funny, all right. But it has to, for me, I gotta die, bro,
Exactly.
laughing. Like when
Yeah.
George Carlin would do it, I would have to fucking laugh hard.
Yes.
I don't want to be thought-provoking when I'm going, good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah,
I don't want that,
Class
dude.
lecture,
Fuck
dude.
That's a
that.
lecture.
Like
yeah.
you're trying to change the world. I just want to make people laugh.
Yeah. It'd be all like fucking homeboy, fucking Bill Maher and shit. It'd be fucked.
Oh yeah. Whenever I remember I saw him.
He's
in the
cool and
Maven.
all, but goddamn.
He's great, but it's also you get to see like once you do that kind of comedy all the time, you just have that set audience.
Right.
And then it's like you're
and
kind
they're
of
kind of like a people like that watch like Fox News. It's like their followers. They just agree with everything that comes out of the tunnel, dude. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, man.
like
Think
when
a little bit.
I went with Bert Kreischer to Indianapolis, and they had like like Klan members came out, like not like because they're like fans of well, I guess they were, but they just happened to be Klan members. But like, but you could just tell because the way they carry themselves and like just the way they laughed at certain jokes. But like, and I remember like looking at them and I was like, oh fuck, like I was kind of scared. And then after the show, they came up to me and they were like, you were so funny, we loved you, blah blah blah, and they like made Mexican jokes and stuff. And I was like, oh, you guys, like, I was like, it was such a weird thing for me because I was like, oh, I don't know how to like take this.
You
like,
know they were Klan members?
You can see the tattoos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and also like certain people hold like you can kind of tell like way certain people carry themselves. You're like, oh yeah, you're very very much like that, which is fine. But yeah,
got a little shaved head with the iron cross on his throat.
You're like, oh
little
shit.
SS.
Yeah.
They look dirty.
No, they were very clean.
Cheese were bad.
No, they were clean.
The leadership class.
They have that Wu-Tang smile.
Yeah, no, they did not have the Wu-Tang smile. That Wu-Tang smile. Oh my god!
You had that one tooth on top and the rest on the bottom.
Couldn't even whistle.
Oh god! Do you hear Jeff Sessions is gonna get that Wu-Tang album?
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know what's gonna happen to it. Because Martin Shkreli, the government took all the stuff and
what are they going to do with it? They're just giving it to him?
It's up to him. I think he has to decide whether it's going to go back to Wu-Tang or if they're going to try to auction it off or what.
Wu-Tang sold it though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't get it. What happened?
It was this rare album that guy Martin Shkreli, the guy who raised the price, bought that AIDS drug and raised the price.
Yeah, to $795 a pill.
He was just put in prison for like really the rest of his life.
Yeah, not paying
for what?
For tax issues and fraud and
wow,
it was like last week.
Yeah.
So he had they seized his assets and everything because they're trying to make whole some of these people who lost money, and one of them is this rare Wu-Tang album.
And the Carter 5 that hasn't come out yet.
Right? One copy.
Why does he own it?
Yeah, how the fuck does he have a copy of the Carter 5 that hasn't came out?
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
He has tons of money, dude.
Yeah, that's because he's like,
his fool raised the pill from $60 to $795, dog.
Yeah, and then he bought all the things he couldn't buy when he was a kid.
Fuck, dude. He's a poster boy though. They're getting him for like.
Oh yeah, it's
they got
more
him for tax evasion or what?
Yeah, it was fraud. I think more.
They're
it was
proving a point. Don't ever go down this road, or you're gonna end up like this fool.
Yeah, and I think that there is definitely an axe to grind with the guy. Like, no, I think the judge made the comments that were made were just like kind of more personal, you know, like you're kind of scum of the earth sort of thing, like in the final statement. But yeah.
Wow, man.
Damn, dog.
That's like what. Man, from maybe that pill cost maybe $60 to $795.
And that wasn't even what he went down for, by the way.
Yeah.
That was just shitty behavior.
He went that fucking county jail prices, huh?
Yeah.
That's like a joint now costs $100 in the can.
That's like 5 ramen.
Because like a spit of heroin, bro, will cost you $200 in prison. You know, out here what, $10?
You must really want to get high, dude.
Oh my god.
So so you moved out to Temecula. What made you come to LA to do stand-up?
The comedy store.
Where'd you start off first?
I started in Temecula at the Pachanga Comedy Club, which was just all
owned by Luis Guzman, by the way.
Yeah, all very just older white people, and it was very interesting to do stand up there. And then headliners from the store would come and do that club, and then we'd start
Cooch.
talking. Yeah, actually, yep. Steve Trevino was there, and him and Jesus Trejo were the ones that told me that I should move to Los Angeles and try to get a job at the store. And then that's when I did. And then I got a job at the store, started helping out with Moses, the roast battle, and then...
Moses started the roast battle, huh?
It was Moses and Real Battle, and then it was...
Real Battle, he's from San Diego, right?
I don't know if he's from
Or
San
Moses
Diego.
from San Diego.
Moses from San Diego, Real Battle's from LA, I think.
Moses is cool, bro.
Moses is super cool.
I remember, I like telling a story, man. I went to go buy bud. I didn't want to go buy bud, but I wanted, I needed bud. So I told myself, wow, if I go to the La Jolla Comedy Store and do a bit, they'll probably put me up. So I called up the Comedy Store in LA, and I told them if I could do a guest spot in La Jolla. And this was like a 2009, bro. And I didn't think I had it like that. But I did call the Comedy Store. He goes, yeah. Eliza Schlesinger is headlining, and it's okay. You could do 5 minutes. So when I get there, I saw Eliza, and she was eating a tamal, and I said, "Wow, of course you're gonna put me up. This is like tamales." So
meat or cheese? No.
Yeah, we were talking, and she's a fan.
Yeah.
And then I went up. I went up. some other Asian poaching. And so I went up and I did good. And then I met Moses at the doorman. He was a doorman there. And I didn't have all the money. No, I did have all the money, but I couldn't break 100 or something. Then he was really cool about it. He said, just get me later. But I don't know when I'm going to come back to the comedy store here in La Jolla. So whatever, you know. So I pretty much, that was cool. Fuck, I come back to do a show at the comedy store main room. And then I see him at the comedy store main room door guy. I go, oh shit, I know you, huh? He goes, yeah. He goes, and I think I owe you money. and I took it all out and I gave it all to him. Whatever I had plus another 20. I was so
sweet.
Sorry, bro. I go, I never saw you again. I never forgot about you. I'm so sorry. And I gave him all his cash right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Plus another 20, bro, for interest.
For your troubles.
Yeah, but that was cool. But I know that he started that. I know that him and the other guy, when you guys were doing the roast battle, it started off small, huh?
Yeah,
in the room.
It was literally just an open mic, and then it was like a segment that they would do in the middle of the open mic, and it got to the point where everyone would come to see the battle, and then everyone would come and watch it, and then they would leave afterwards. So if you got pulled to do stand-up after that, you would get up on stage and everyone would be gone.
Wow.
So then they realized, they're like, all right, so let's start doing the battles at the end of the mic. And then I got to a point where just regular people started showing up, and then all of the comics were there. And then I got to a point where, like, we had a full audience, like, of people that were just had heard about the show. And then we had to stop doing names out of a bucket because, like, it get to a point where, like, some kid would put his name in the bucket, get pulled, and be doing stand-up in front of, like, a sold-out crowd, and he'd never done stand-up before.
Wow.
Sneaky.
Yeah, so we had to start, like, booking it, and then it just turned into, like, a crazy thing.
What I liked about the roast battle, it was that it was all people I never knew.
Mm-hmm.
So it was young comics who pretty much didn't know how to roast.
No.
So you really have to fucking write your jokes, and it helped them write better.
Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, you get a roast battle with people like me, you know, who can roast a motherfucker in real life without thinking about it. It's not that good, bro. It's better you see amateurs, you know, do it, and then some you see them get better. Like that Samoan motherfucker, he's pretty funny, bro.
Oh, yeah. You thinking Guam?
Guam, yeah.
Guam Felix?
Yeah.
Super funny.
He works the door.
Yeah.
Like, somebody like that, you know, like, this fool, ain't nobody going to cut this guy a break. You know, but the roast battle helped him motherfucker get notoriety.
Mm-hmm. He's done, I think he did like 6 battles, and I remember the first few battles he would like always come up dressed up as something, and it was always so funny. And then he would like do jokes, and sometimes the jokes wouldn't hit, but then the more battles he's done, now he's a contender. Like his jokes have finally like matched his ability, and now when he goes in battles, it's always at least going to be a great battle. Because then it gets to a point where it's like certain kids go up in battle, and then it's like, all right, one person easily just got whooped. But then it gets to a point where it's like, if it's a good battle on both sides, no one really loses because they're both showcasing how great they are. Like there's this girl, Joe.
The little short lady, right?
Yeah,
Blonde?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
She's great. There's another girl named, damn it. She's in a wheelchair. She lost her legs. Oh my God. Danielle Perez. She battled this kid named Joe Urel, who's got cerebral palsy. Cerebral palsy, and he's confined to a wheelchair.
Yeah, there was no parking that day.
Yeah. All the spots are taken. Two of the best battles. Two of the best battlers I've ever seen. Like they were just saying the most crazy stuff about each other, and they're both like handicapped, so like everyone didn't know how to react because they were just like, oh my God, like I don't know if I should laugh at this or not. Like Waka Flocka Flame was there, and he was just mouth open, not knowing what to do. Like Joe said, they call her a cow because she's already lost her calves. It was just something like that, dude. It was great. Yeah, he's great, dude.
Her claim to fame, by the way, was she was on Price is Right, and she won a treadmill.
Yeah.
She has no legs.
Hilarious.
Yeah. She accidentally got her legs cut off by a bus in San Francisco, I think is what happened. Yeah. She's super funny, though.
Fuck.
Yeah.
She's down here now in LA?
Yep, Los Angeles, very funny.
Girl.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
When did the roast general come in and swoop the show?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna ask. Like, when did it
General?
get taken away?
I think he came
out of your
by.
control?
Just swooped, huh?
No,
guys.
well, he was kind of cool because Jeff came in, I think about maybe a year.
When it was hot.
Yeah, about a year and a half in. Yeah, because one of his friends was battling, and he came in and he saw it, and then like him and Moses and Rel talked, and then they were like, all right, and he was very like, he was very like, let it just kind of grow. So for like a while, it was just kind of like we kind of just figured things out, changed a few things, like made it a little more streamlined. Because when he came in, it was super just raw and literally
there was
just
a lot of control
circus.
with the wave, bro. The wave was out of control.
Yeah, the wave was insane.
Back then, in the beginning, the wave was crazy, bro. Sometimes people were just going to see the wave, bro, because what the fuck they gonna do next?
What's the wave?
The wave's Jamar, Jeremiah Watkins, and
they're at the side of the
Willie Hunter.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The gags they would do in between were just ridiculous. Dude, there was some famous ones. Like there was the one. It was like right after. It was like right after one of the terrorist attacks, like a bombing. The next day, they came in and they did a joke about it, and then it was just like they did like the bomb effects, and they had like props of fake limbs and just stuff. It was ridiculous because like the audience, like they didn't laugh for like a second, and then they all just started dying because they realized what it was. And then
like the Ding Dong Show with brains, bro.
Oh my God, it is. There was one where one of them like had to drink. One of them drank out of a plunger. Jeremiah Watkins shaved his pubes on national TV.
Gross.
It was some of the best stuff.
So wait a minute. So did this ever get pitched as a TV show or become
It was one of.
Did he do it as a special? Like what was the?
It was on Comedy Central's roast battles, but they were on.
Was it like a series or was it just like a one?
No, it was 2 seasons, and then they just did a third season. They did
Was it on the internet first?
We did it on the internet. Like we did like Periscope and stuff. We didn't do YouTube videos because we just didn't want it to be like the way Moses kind of said it in the beginning. He was like, "We're like the foot," you know. He was like, "We're here, but we're not here," and that's kind of how we kind of like approached it. And I think that's what also helped kind of get the word out and get people to come because they were like, have you heard of this thing? It was very word of mouth when it first started.
Did Moses get to be part of the production on Comedy Central?
Yeah. They Real Battle and Ross are all
I thought they were bought out at one time. Somebody told me.
No, I don't think they were bought out. A lot of people were trying to get the show when it first came out. Like I know like Netflix was looking at it, like HBO and a bunch of other people and stuff. So that was also the crazy thing was like there was this time where like all of these executives and like Hollywood people were coming and just watching, and then it's like I'm up there bombing my ass off on like just doing a set, you know, or like losing a battle or like winning one, and then like someone sees me. It was a crazy spot.
They come in there, man, because somebody told them, but they're clueless on what to do with it.
Absolutely.
So somebody else comes in. Oh, okay, we'll do it that way.
That's how Hollywood works.
Yeah.
They'll see, okay, this is great, but I don't know what to do with it, or I don't know what to do with you, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
instead of just saying, I can't do shit, man. I'm just here.
I'm just here to like follow what the last guy did.
I want 10%. I'm from UTA.
Warm up the seat.
100%. I think the way they did it, they just did like a Britain version, and it was not a tournament. It was
You're
just
killing
like,
me, mate.
Yeah. It wasn't a tournament. It was just like, you know, they changed the format, and I think that was the best way to do it.
That'd be a funny ass roast better than British, huh?
Oh yeah, it was actually pretty good.
This guy from Scotland Yard, huh?
Like half the audience would be like, "What are these references?" Or half the American audience wouldn't understand anything.
Chucking fish and chips at me. I don't know if that's from London.
Have you seen his teeth? What's up, everybody? The Vape Exhale EVO is a high-end vape plus bong combo that was just named High Time #1 desktop vaporizer. My listeners get 10% off on the Vape Exhale Evo vaporizer and all the other Vape Exhale products by using promo code FOOL. That's fool at vapeexhale.com. There is nothing else out there like Evo. Get big bang for your buck with Evo. It takes way less herb to get you there. The taste is phenomenal. It can be used with both flower and concentrates. Vape Exhale CEO Sabo Shen is a former stuntman and backup dancer that now uses cannabis in his Brazilian jiu-jitsu practice. Sabo is a huge advocate for normalizing cannabis use in today's society. Use promo code FOOL at vapeexhale.com. We tried this thing last week and it was good.
Oh, yeah.
We're right here to give it to Frank Castillo.
This is the whole reason I showed up today.
Oh, it disappeared, bro. Whatever falls in there, we keep now.
It went underneath on the floor.
What is this, the vape?
That's the whip for if you want to use this one or you use this one. But here's the actual heat unit.
Yeah, so we put one of these in here.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's already set. Put that
All
in
scientific and shit.
there. Do you want to use the whip or you want to use
Use
this?
I'll use this.
Just give it a second.
Oh, is there stuff already in here?
Yeah,
You
let it
just
heat
put
up.
these little things, have them in there. Have weed in there.
So
Or
that-
you could put concentrates in these little glasses.
Yeah, you can put the oil in there and
And
vámonos.
just drop it in. It's not ready yet.
It's
though.
ready.
Well,
Go
there's a
ahead.
little, yeah.
You gotta just take it out like a pipe, like a.
Yeah.
Take
Pull
it
it
out
up.
like a. Yeah.
Like a bomb.
You hit it
It's
again.
kind of like a bomb and a bong and a
okay.
vape together.
It's one of the cleanest hits you can ever get.
Yeah.
Move it on camera here.
Oh, okay.
Give it up for the vape bomb.
Give it up for the baby.
They need to make some sort of sounds, like little musical notes or
We
something.
need Jay Lamont here to do some bong rips. Good, huh?
Oh,
Rodrigo?
that is good.
Clean, right?
Very clean.
Woo! Did you tour with Bert Kreischer? I saw that. I saw one of his when he was in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Who else have you toured with?
I'm really lucky because of the roast battle. I've gotten to tour for like Rogan's taken me out, Bert's taken me out. I've gotten to open for Tom.
Segura?
Yeah, Justin Nook took me out. Ran Azizi.
How was
Griffin,
it?
Adam
How
Ray.
was it when were there more KK people at Joe Rogan's or Bert Kreischer?
Nah, Bert Kreischer. I was so surprised at how many like Mexicans came out for Rogan. It kind of blew my mind. I was like, oh, wait. And he was like, yeah, he's like, they fucking love me. I was like, oh, that's great, It was just kind of cool seeing the different kind of audiences everyone has. But also, it was cool to see like people that were actually fans of me. Like, I didn't realize like how cool Roast Battle was because I still very much think of myself as just like a young comic coming up, especially working the door. So whenever I go somewhere new and someone's like, I loved you on Roast Battle or I loved you on this, I'm always just like, oh shit, that's crazy. And they're like, where can you see you? I'm like, well, I'm be checking IDs at the store Monday if you want to come by.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. People be listening to what's cracking in the comedy world, dude.
That was also the other weird moment where it was like, working the door, like, especially at the store, everyone's such big comedy fans. So it was like when I'd work the door and it'd be like a sold out night, I'd be checking IDs and like at least 20 people would recognize me. And that was a great feeling, but it'd also be like, I gotta like start doing something. Like I gotta like, I should really start making moves.
Then you start to hate your Comedy Store shirt.
I will
I know
always
that.
love that Comedy Store shirt. I wore that on TV. It was great.
I saw you before when I saw you in the YouTube videos on the roast battle, but then when I saw you on TV, I was like, oh man, what are they gonna put this for? Another Latina.
Yeah.
Then you brought the mariachis, and I was watching that. Oh no! And then you went and goes, I don't play that shit. And it goes, hell yeah! I like when you said that. But I also thought about because when I was on Last Comic Standing, these motherfuckers trying to put up piñata.
Yeah.
And they don't know our culture, bro. Like
Yeah.
they think that we're just mariachis, bro.
Yeah, that's what they said. They're like, we wanted to put mariachis out for you. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. I was like, if you put a big Mexican flag behind me, then yes, that's fine. And they're like, all right, cool. Because my grandfather watched it, and my grandfather like came from Mexico, and like he was his whole thing was like, his American dream was like everyone gets a job, buys a house, lives stable and stuff. So like when I told him I was gonna do comedy, he did not fuck with that at all. Like it was bad. He was not.
They don't get it, bro.
He didn't get it at all. But then once he saw me on TV and saw me doing it, and then he saw like the flag and all this stuff, like he didn't understand, like he was lost in translation, but he understood the importance of it. So then like I remember like it was like he was on his deathbed and he was just like, are you still doing stand up? And I was like, yes. And he was like, good. That was like the last thing he ever said to me.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was crazy.
That's cool.
That's awesome, dude. And people try to hit you on that Mexican shit on the roasts, like like derogatory shit.
Well, I mean, sometimes, but it's
because
also like it's what they work with,
Right.
But I've always
I always feel that when white people roast, like when white people are roasting you in a safe environment like that, like a studio, they go like a studio
with security.
Yeah, a studio, where
Snatch 'em
the
up.
Valley Room, Joe Rogan's right there, all the white comics are right there. They could easily go for the Mexican derogatory joke, but in a real roast battle in a parking lot where they might get socked in the face, they would never go that route, bro. That's why white people always have an advantage at a roast battle on TV because they can get racist without getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
But in real life roast battle, they will never go there, bro, because they're afraid of that sock to the face, dog. But you know what? But that's where Mexicans and black people have an advantage on roast battles. We will go there.
Oh, absolutely.
We will call you a white motherfucker right away.
Yeah.
But then and get the laughs.
Yeah.
But on TV, when we come out like that, comes out angry.
It's tough.
It's tough, right?
TV's so
Because
tough.
if you want to come on and you call this guy a white cocksucker,
Yeah.
oh, we got a hangry Mexican over here.
You gotta when it's on TV, it's like you can easily go for the easy joke, but then you also gotta like challenge yourself and go for the tougher joke or write the better joke. You know what I mean? Like, even if you look at all the jokes I did against Matthew Bouchard, like I called him a rapist like a million times when he's not, and he just is a good looking guy, you know? So that was kind of like an easy way too, but it's like you just kind of gotta write better jokes. Cause I think you could.
I know, man.
You're going for the low hanging fruit.
Exactly.
Like, when,
no pun intended.
When that guy roasted Ralphie May, I probably
Mike
that
Lawrence?
joke should have just the show should have just blew up right there and went under the ground and came out of the mushroom.
Oh, yeah.
And the fucking show should have just ended because that was the funniest joke
Dude,
ever.
Mike
and
Lawrence,
you can never come back with that shit like that.
Mike Lawrence is a beast. That was the thing when he roasted Ralphie, he could have made easy fat jokes, easy low hanging fruit. But you look at that battle and you like. Dude, he had some of the best jokes. I mean, rest in peace, Ralphie May. We love you to death.
The hardest part about your divorce was taking out that ring.
He had one where
Ralphie May just called him a hack. You ain't funny.
Yeah. Oof. Yeah, he had one joke against Ralphie. He was like, oh man, I'm gonna butcher it, but he was just like calling you fats, I can't even remember. I'm not gonna butcher it, but he had some jokes just against Ralphie that were like, this is like a moment that people will always remember. I mean,
Well, I think also because I think when you have somebody more famous, I like the mixing it up with a famous person or a seasoned comic and the not amateurs but the newer comics, because those seasoned comics might come in not even really trying, not thinking that they have to prepare. You know what I mean? A little cocky. I can handle this. I'm not afraid of these guys. These guys aren't even experienced, but it's not. These guys, they're hungry.
Yeah, and that's the worst part.
They're hungry to beat this professional right here.
They got something to prove.
Yeah, they have more to prove. Yeah. They have a lot to lose. And
And they're like old comic, not the old comics. They're not old, but the successful ones. It could be a young 30-year-old, 25-year-old. He's selling out seats. He's successful. I don't give a fuck if that guy's 22. If he's selling out theaters, he's up there with Martin Lawrence to me. Like, he's beyond like Angela Johnson when she started blowing up, and that other guy, Mulaney.
John
Mulaney. That guy's he sold out 2 fucking shows in fucking Cleveland when I was there. I can even sell one
at a theater.
Yeah, man, and but you put him up like I was saying now. You put like one of those guys against a young little, like Lisa was saying, a young comic who wants to just roast motherfuckers. That little young fool gonna come up with better jokes. That's not what I'm gonna say, but that bull took me to the next level. I'm gonna be prolific right now.
Yeah. I'm super lit. I was like trying to remember that Ralphie May joke, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm hot.
So what's up, fool? So you're not a regular yet, bro?
No, not yet.
Sorry, bro. You gotta do their social media, bro.
Well, I mean,
how do they pass people now? Because you used to have to showcase for Mitzi in the past.
Well, now
you did what, 9 showcases or
9?
24?
Now it's a really good system at the store for door guys. Like Adam Egett is really doing a really great job when it comes to door guys. Because before it was just like you had Monday potluck and your development spots. And development spots are just whatever they toss you on in the bringer shows or whatever independent produced shows they have. And now it's like you get to open up the OR shows during the week, and then you also get to open up the main room shows during the week, and you get more development spots, and you get Monday.
What are the development spots?
It's just like a spot on a show.
But that means they're also going to watch you, right?
Yeah,
they're
going
to
someone like
part of this.
Like those shows they have on the main room, like
the belly room
shows.
Yeah, stuff like that. And then
Skylar Stone shows.
Every twice a year, Adam has a showcase for the door guys, which means all the door guys go up, and then he passes you from that. So that means every year you're going to at least showcase twice. So, I mean, it's a better system, and we didn't used to have that. So that's one of the main reasons why I still work there, because it's like, if I continue to work there, I still get to do all this development and do all these spots, and I don't have to worry about like not working there and not being a priority or not having more of a a tougher chance of getting passed because it's like if you don't work there, then you have to go through the regular system, which is just like Adam picks
more of
you.
a cattle call.
It's just like a showcase.
Yeah.
So it's like it's beneficial for me to work there now. Plus, it's like I get to go on the road when I do, and
your job's always there.
Yeah, my job's always there.
And you got to remember though, not all these door guys are getting picked to go on the road either.
And that's the other big thing.
That people can see your personality off stage and how you're going to be because it's not all about how funny you are.
That's the fucked up part when you got to go back to the door. And look at the other guy like you had a horrible time over there.
That was Vegas,
it was bad,
dog.
Bro. You gotta tell him. You gotta start off the story. Yeah, what happened, bro? It was good, but like KKK, bro. You know how I feel. Oh yeah. So you gotta feel a sad story for them first.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, how were those first theaters? I'm like, it was real tough.
I fucked up my back on that jet.
That's the tough part. People don't understand, bro. You go from fucking hanging out, sharing one meal at Denny's to eating good at Russell Peters.
Getting a watch.
Yeah, for me right now, especially these past 2 years, it's been a really weird. It's not weird, but it's interesting for me because it's like I still have to have a job. I still have to pay bills and stuff, and but I also get to live this life.
Tastes.
Yeah, I get to taste. I get to see what it's like. You know what I mean? Like, oh, okay, if you work hard, you can do it this way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like seeing how Joe and Justin and Bert and all those guys do it, it's like, oh, okay. Like I just gotta fucking work hard and like write funny shit.
You gotta work smart too, eh?
Yeah, it's not all about the working hard.
And you gotta be like if you're on Joe Rogan podcast, it's like being on Oprah.
Oh,
you're gonna sell dimes, bro.
True, yeah.
You're gonna sell fucking desert, bro, to fucking camels.
Yeah, it's
Have you been on it?
Yeah, I was on right after Roast Battle, and that was like. That ended up doing more for me than winning Roast Battle. It was crazy. I got more followers from that. Rogan's insane. I think Rogan's like the new Carson in the sense like that's the couch.
I'm saying like Oprah.
That's the couch, man. Like couch. So like I mean any show I go to, there's always someone who's like they know me from Roast Battle, but they've seen me on Rogan. So it's like
and they're fat, they're wearing a beanie.
Or they could beat me up. And they all want to smoke weed afterwards, which is great.
Yeah, man, I'm kind of tired of people telling me they got the best weed. You don't, bro. I have it, and I'm out.
I have it at home, and I need it on the road.
It's like it's like when when you come from California and you go to Indianapolis, like you're coming from the major leagues, bro, back to the minor leagues here.
Oh, 100%.
Like I sometimes people even apologize right before they give it to me. Listen, man. I know you used to that Cali shit, man, but that's all we got.
This is all we got. Every time I go and travel somewhere new, there's always someone who's like, I'm always just like, I don't have any weed, and someone's like, I'll help you out. And I'm like, oh, sweet, this is perfect. Colorado had great weed. Indianapolis was.
I saw you all happy, bro. Hella happy in Colorado.
Colorado was insane. I spent like $60 and I got over half an ounce. It was insane. I was just getting lit the whole fucking time.
Yeah, Colorado has good bud, dude.
Yeah.
That dude in Naples had the best bud that I've smoked on the road in years.
Where were you in Colorado? You did a hotel or the condo?
I stayed with a friend. I had friends out there, and they were like right in the heart of downtown. And like her boyfriend worked at a dispensary, so we just hung out, got stoned. He showed me all around and stuff.
Who are you working with there?
I was working with Bert. Yeah.
Didn't get your hotel, or you just want to stay with your friends?
I just want to stay with my friends. Yeah. Most of the time, like I like hotels and stuff, but I'm real weird. Like I would much rather crash on my friend's couch and just hang out and like go out to dinner and do shit.
Hell no.
Smell like the dog, huh?
Yeah, man. I'm such a
cat hair on
guy.
Your shit.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Like some people like hanging out in the hotel room, and I like that too. But it's also like I like going out and like looking at shit because it's like I never travel, so it's like a big deal.
I think you just do it so you could tell the other door guy who stood home. It was bad.
He didn't even have a blanket for me.
It was alright, bro.
Bert
forgot to get me a room, man. I had to fucking couch surf all week. Yeah. Oh, man. I know you're waiting. Hold the ladder for me. No, but it happens, bro. Like I'm pretty sure, like, somebody's going to walk up to you one day. You have brand new shoes. Who brought those for you? Rogan, dog?
Oh, yeah. They've already done that to him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. This fucking thought this fool brought my truck, dog.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. It's funny. I remember one of my favorite days changing the marquee. Ross has this picture. It was the day before the Roast Battle finals. It was the last day before the finals, and I didn't have anyone to cover my shift, So I had to work it, and I had to change the marquee. So I literally had to change the marquee the day before I went into the finals. So Ross has a picture of me changing the marquee, and then across the street there's the marquee with like my name on it and like the finals going on. And he was like, "Oh, this is hilarious."
That's good.
Yeah, it was a great picture.
Yeah. So, but you probably go out more than other door guys, right? Like on the road with these guys, you probably get picked more.
Yeah, they only pick you 'cause you're Mexican, bro.
Yeah, 100%. No, yeah, most of the time. Well, it's also like it's, you know, just because you become a door guy, that's not the only reason people will take you out. Like, you still have to be like you said, you have to be personal and hang out.
Yeah, it's not a big part. It doesn't matter how funny you are, and it doesn't matter like how much you kiss this guy's ass or whatever. They're going to choose the person who's easier to hang out with on the road.
And that's really what it's all
stays
about.
out of the way.
Doesn't step on toes.
Ain't
going over, trying to headline.
Yeah.
A lot of me stories.
Yeah.
100%. And it's and that was the thing is like that's what I always try to tell like some of the other door guys where I was just like, you know, just like talk to them, you know. And that's a lot of us are like. A lot of the door guys sometimes are just nervous because it's like, you know, it's still fucking like Rogan or someone
you're a super fan of.
But it's you know, you just kind of start talking to them, and then it's just being easy to hang out with. You know, I try to be as chill and low key as possible. You know?
The best way, dude.
100%.
And don't be nice. Like, I didn't know him from heaven or hell, but as soon as I saw him, I said, "What's up, man?
Yeah,
I know who you are."
Yeah,
I greet everybody, bro. Let me tell you, man. If you're Latino, if you don't greet me when I'm there, I'm gonna remember your ass.
Yo, I'm the same way. That's so funny.
Because I don't give a fuck, bro.
If
I'm the only Latino there amongst a crowd of blacks and whites, and if you don't say what's up to me, I'm never gonna say hi to you ever again. You gotta acknowledge me, motherfucker.
Oh man, it's so fun. I still have such weird tendencies like that, like where I'm just like
tendencies.
And his
last name Galvez now.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I get like.
But a lot of people like also hate, you know, like there's Mexican comedians who are alternative. Like there's a guy named Ed Galvez, you know, he's doing his shit on his side. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like, "Oh, fuck that motherfucker trying to be white." But you know, he's not trying to be white. He just didn't grow up like us, dog.
That's how he grew up.
He didn't grow up in the hood. That's his shit, dog. I'm pretty sure, bro, he's down for us.
His experience.
You just gotta go out there and say hello.
Yeah.
You know, a little handshake. "What's up, Ed?"
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of saying, he over there with the white motherfuckers.
Yeah.
No, bro.
That's something.
It ain't like that, dog.
That's something I struggle with a lot because I grew up in Eastside San Jose, but I don't sound like my cousins. I'm not like them at all. So when I moved to Temecula,
we're in that beef for Buster.
Yeah, Brooklyn Dodgers. So people were just like, you know, they're like, oh, you're like Mexican, but not really.
Mexican.
And I'm just like, oh, fuck, man.
No, I'm really Mexican.
Yeah, it was just
categorizing.
You Birdman Mexican.
Yeah, exactly.
Your name is Dennis.
Yeah, but it's like some people just, you know, they're still Mexican. They're just raised different.
I know, man. Like Rodrigo said, man, we don't care where if you look like Canelo or if you look like Tyson. If you gotta be down.
That's it, man.
I'm pretty sure, man. If shit were to go down, even like if a person didn't grow up in our hood, I'm pretty sure he'd be the first motherfucker to step up hard. Because one time I was being heckled in Florida, and I thought I was the only Mexican up there, right? Some little black fool was flipping me off, and I told him, "Oh, you want 2 fingers up your ass? Okay, I see. I thought you wanted 1 up your ass." Because he was flipping me off. So I went like this. "So you want 2 fingers up your ass?" Then everybody started laughing. He goes, "How many do you want?" And I was going like that. And he came charging at me, bro, like a wild man. And right away, 3 Bolivians stood up, bro. Who I thought were white. They go, nah, coño. You gotta stay back, homie. Like, oh, shit. Oh. Little pockets of all Latinos started standing up, bro. Like, oh, yeah.
Oh, We're Captain, here. My Captain.
I forgot to tell you, thank you for suggesting that place to get married.
We were just talking about I was just thinking about it in my head.
Yeah, me and my girl are, we rented that place. We're going to get married.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
You just steal our wedding.
Absolutely, man. It's a great spot. I love it.
It doesn't need any decorations.
It doesn't need no decorations, bro.
Yeah.
You have all the lighting.
Yeah.
And it'll be a good tax write-off if you're into that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Also the money goes to the arts programs and stuff like that instead of just.
It's one of the main reasons we did it.
Yeah.
Man, if anybody out there, man, you want to get married, man? What's the name of it?
Oh God, I'm so high right now.
Eagle Rock. It's the Eagle Rock Arts I think it's called the Eagle Rock Arts Center.
Yeah, bro. You can fucking have that shit catered by Tommy Cheeseburger right across the street.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do an In-N-Out truck.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I was thinking about a truck sort
if you
of
want
thing.
I know another, I don't know if you have vegan friends, but I know some people that show up and have a vegan taco stand.
Ooh. All right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Organics LA.
No, they don't do catering anymore, but Plant Food for People do.
Plant Food for the People. Veganitos,
And
shout out.
Vegatinos.
Give a shout out to the people that hooked us up.
Yeah, Vegatinos, by the way, they made the bombest birria. And what else did they have?
Jackfruit, bro.
Tamale. They had those
You like
Guatemalan
birria?
tamales.
But it was not made with goat.
It was made with jackfruit, but the recipe's all the same because the guy is from Guadalajara, and he said, this is my family recipe. Did you taste any of it?
No.
No?
I was busy.
Oh, yeah. It was in that room for hours, but they had it on some warming trays. It was good, man. And East of the River came in and ate. Everybody ate. They loved it.
East of the River.
Only
bro.
one of those people was vegan.
Bro.
They loved it.
I never, Frank, you ever happened to you guys, man, when you first started Hollywood and, like you say, you jump into anything you want to do, bro? When I was working at Waldo's Comedy Station, that's where I met Johnny Sanchez, I met Willie Barcena, Carlos Oscar. This was before Latino Night. Some motherfucker, bro, convinced me to join his comedy group.
Improv group, right?
Improv group, bro. And we would meet every Saturday, bro. And all the people would be dressed like, we're going to do like a cat burglar. And they were dressed in black all the time. And then it goes, I didn't want to dress like them because they were all idiots. But it was funny, man. We were really practicing sketches in the park with a bunch of homeless people, bro. And I was embarrassed, bro, because I'm shy. I'm good at stand-up, but I'm barely getting into the nerd of stand-up. But to do, like, perform in front of another performer, wasn't ready, right? And that fool name killed me, bro.
The group name.
The group name. You know that you have improv name? Guess what our name was?
Gulliver's Travels.
We were the Hollywood Schizos.
Fuck. Whoa.
But schizos like skits.
I never told anybody.
That's funny.
That's great.
But
that's a great improv.
Oh my god, dude! But
performing in the park like that, I would
everybody
say that's a
was
perfect time.
crazy. One of the guys that was in our group, his claim to fame was he was that first cop that got killed in Terminator 2.
That's a great credit, by the way.
His name is Tennessee Tuxedo or whatever. Bro.
Oh yeah.
You know him? He's part of the Ding Dong Show.
Yes, I do know him.
Yes.
He's fucking so weird.
I was in a sketch group with him and 3 other crazy guys.
Oh my god! Are you sure you just weren't they weren't just practicing for the Ding Dong Show and you just showed up to like a Ding Dong practice?
Wow, imagine, dog.
Damn, you said these fools were crazy, and it's like, goddamn, this fool clicked on it.
Yeah, he's part of the Ding Dong Show.
All those fools are crazy, no?
Yeah, they all might they were all just schizophrenic. That was like,
but yeah, man, they're on the verge of craziness. Man, the Ding Dong Show, one of the guys, they got with an American Mo Wanted, bro.
What?
One of the guys, if you ever talk to Don Barris, ask him. In the early 2000s, late 90s, there was a story about a kid that was molested when he was like 12 or 11 years old by a man. And then later on, he was molested again, bro. Like they drugged him and his homies, and they had sex with him. And then this fool called him up and told him that, yeah, man, I was thinking about you. Let's meet up somewhere. And he got the guy to admit molesting him as a 12-year-old, and then as an adult on tape, and got the fool arrested.
Holy shit!
And they did a fucking story about him, and they had a picture of him with the Ding Dong Show.
Oh my god!
That was him, fool?
He was in the Ding Dong Show, but not he was not the guy I was working with, but the guy that was arrested for molestation was in the Ding Dong Show.
Damn.
Oh,
hell no! That's crazy.
That's nuts, man.
And then they were Don Barris, like the guy was a great performer, and
He's all having them up, huh?
Well, he was always on time.
we still do our show. On,
Never had a
on
problem
Monday
with
nights.
them.
Real nice guy to hang out with, out of the way.
Who wants some
didn't
Bob
step
Hope?
on
Who wants some Bob Hope?
What's some Bob Hope?
Child molester from the Ding Dong Show.
But those songs he just does at the end of the show are fucking real good.
Yeah.
Child molester from the Ding Dong Show.
I've had some of the best, like working late at night in the OR, especially on potluck. Don will go up at the end of the night. I've had like those have just been some of the most memorable nights. We're just seeing Don get into trouble, or just see him fuck with the crowd, or like him doing like the band at the end of the night. Dude, there's been a few nights where like I've gotten so hammered that I'm just like, wow, what happened? And like my friend will text me pictures of me just with my shirt off, playing guitar in the band. And I'm like, oh my God, it's a good old time.
I remember hanging out in the back. I don't know if you were there, and Don Barrett had a brand new bow, and he told somebody to hold it and don't break it. But as soon as he walked away, man, he didn't even walk away far enough to hear it fall. It fell. It broke, dude. We had no bow.
That's the worst when you're trying to get stoned and no one has the lighter or someone breaks the bowl.
So many people now want to get into a comedy store just because they have weed, huh?
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is people in the back.
Anyway?
Yeah, they're just like, oh, I got some weed. Can you give this to? I've had Shafir does this on his podcast. He'll do this thing called give a door guy a nug. He'll like give a nug to a door guy program is what he calls it. So there'll be times I remember like working at the store and just be chilling and someone will be like, here you go, and just give me weed. I'm like, what the fuck? And they're just like, Ari says hello. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much, Ari Shafir. But yeah, people always try to go and sneak in the back and smoke weed because that's where everyone hangs out to smoke weed.
What's up with that new Red Room?
The back bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the private headliners bar.
When did that open up?
That opened up, I think, about a year ago, maybe. It's pretty sweet. It's nice.
It
Chappelle loves it. He'll go and just chill in the back and like rent it out. And it's also nice because like no one, the security usually keeps it pretty tight and doesn't let anyone else go back there. So.
Who gets to go back there?
Headliners, and then just like, their guests, paid regulars, employees, and then like if someone big comes back, they usually like shut it down and make sure no one else goes back there. Because they want to keep it for you guys to hang out and smoke weed and chill.
Chappelle rents it out?
Sometimes I think when he does like his specials, he'll like rent out the back and just to make sure no one else comes.
Say nobody can come back.
Yeah, exactly. But also like, cause dude, like working there, like people just sneak back there. Like it's crazy. Like open micers or people that are fans. Like I've just been walking back there and some guy will just like walk back and I'm like, hey, and he'll just be talking to like Bill Burr. I'm like, oh, is this like Bill Burr's friend? And they're like, no, he just walked back here. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Some kid just like, oh my God, I just walked in the back and all of my heroes were there.
I just pulled a Rodrigo.
Some of these podcast listeners, I mean, just because they've been listening since day one, they feel they have a right to walk in there.
Yeah, 100%.
You will get clothesline.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to walk up to Joe Rogan, you know him?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get it.
Surprise the motherfucker.
The best is to be undetected.
Yeah.
You don't want to be known.
I always tell people, man, you want to go see free shows, just tell everybody open micer.
100%.
I want to learn.
Yeah. That's the one thing is like that's one thing I like the store is that if there's room in the back, they'll still let comics come in and watch because that's the whole thing of the store is it's still kind of an artist colony where young comics can go and still do stand up. Although now at the open mics, there's like 120 people signing up for 16 spots every week.
People who woke up and decided I'm funny, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Tell people listen because we have some listeners the process these days of how to start in comedy because a lot of people hit up Felipe asking for like I don't know how to start and we try to explain the open mic system but every club's different so how does the comedy store work?
Well, I think if you're trying to go to the comedy store for your first time, don't do that. That's like the worst thing you could possibly do.
Come as a customer, pay.
Yeah, exactly. Come as a customer, pay, hang out, watch it, watch the open mic, see what it is because what people will do is. People come and sign up for the open mic, and you get to, if you get picked, you get to go up in front of the coordinator, and it's like that's the first time he sees you, and he'll kind of either remember you as being funny or remember you as not being funny and not want to put you up. Yeah, so it's like first impressions are always big. Hit up all the mics you can, write. You know what I mean? Like everyone's always afraid to do the work, and the work is sitting down and writing. You know what I mean?
How much should you come with your very first open mic if you get chosen or you're preparing to get chosen?
3 minutes. There's only it's a 2-minute light, but just have like a few jokes and also because a lot of it is like, dude, I remember the first for me it was like I'm pretty shy, so like the first 5 years was still me just getting confident enough in myself, and then it took me winning roast battle to be like, oh, I am funny.
And it might not be the jokes at first. It might be just
your
delivery
performance,
and
your delivery, because it's still talking in front of people.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. It's still just talking in front of people. So it's like, be prepared to fail, prepare to suck, because if you're not sucking, you're not doing a good job. But you'll get to a point where you're just better, but also constantly keep working, getting better, going to mics. The more times you hit the stage, the better you will just be. So it's like no matter, everyone's always like, I'm so scared to get into that first one. But it's like, nah, you just got to do that first one, and then you're going to eat it, and then be like, oh, okay, this is what this feels like. And then you just constantly keep doing it.
And don't bring anybody you know.
Don't bring anybody you know. Don't tell anybody.
Don't
Keep
tell
it a
anybody
secret.
for a while.
It's a big bag with a little bit inside.
Can we smoke this here, or is this? No. Okay.
I don't know. Could we? No.
I wouldn't do it.
No. Okay. Cool. I don't want to be that guy.
We have Miklo outside.
Yeah, my son's
Miklo.
outside.
Oh,
The vape will disappear. eventually.
hilarious! I
That's
just
one thing about the vape. It's just like it's not like burning leaf. Huh?
Right. I mean, you can still smell it, but
I
Yeah, it's
rewatched.
subtle.
strong.
I rewatched Blood In Blood Out. Oh my god! It
We
was
had
so
Miklo
good.
on
We
the
have
show.
Miklo on the show.
No
Yeah.
way!
Yes, we were
Damien
lucky
Chapa.
to have
Couple
him.
years
Oh my
ago.
god!
He broke it down,
Yeah.
bro. And
He basically American Me and Blood In Blood Out are the same movie.
The same
just
script.
torn in half.
torn in half because the original American Me, before it was American Me, before Blood and Out, it was like a whole
Saga.
saga.
Oh my god!
So it was just almost took the one side of version of the Mexican version of
yeah.
it. It's like the gospel, bro.
yeah, 100%.
There's different gospels.
I had a joke about how it was like Blood and Blood Out and American Me was like the first and Old Testament, or the New and Old Testament
Yeah.
for Mexicans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should listen to that episode.
I
Go back
will,
and
I
listen
will.
to it because he talks about it. Because I think it ended up being 3 and some hours,
4
but
hours.
it would have been like a 6-hour movie.
Blood and Blood Out was cut down to like 3.5 hours, but it
Yeah.
was like a 6-hour movie.
Oh my
Yeah.
god! It was such a great movie.
And it was produced by Disney.
Yeah.
Really?
Taylor
Yeah,
Hackford
man.
for
'Cause,
Disney.
you know,
yeah.
they like movies with character, Dopey, Sleepy, Miklo. But really, it was a Disney movie.
Yeah. That was such a good movie. I mean, and I made my fiance watch it, and she was just like, all right. And like, I love that. Shot Caller was great. But American Me, like my dad, like we just quote American Me and Blood and Blood Out all the time. That was like I remember like being a kid and like all of my family sitting down to watch American Me.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's what you do on holidays, bro.
I think I'm
We're
gonna
getting viewing
introduce.
parties.
I think I'm gonna introduce Isaac to Blood In Blood Out
Oh, absolutely.
soon. He can watch
It's
it.
not hardcore like American Me, man.
No, dude, that-
American
oh.
Me when that knife comes out, but it's serious.
Oh, bro, that's crazy.
Well, him having sex with her the first time too is all weird.
Yeah, that was
Not
also just like,
knowing,
oh,
what's the,
yeah.
like, I'll just turn her over like one of my cellies.
I remember I was talking to my cousin, and my cousin's been to prison, and I was talking to him, and this is how, like, I guess, like, ignorant I was about it, but I was just like, oh, that's so funny. They just had, like, an Asian guy in a Mexican gang. And I was like, it was just poor casting. He's like, no, that's how what they had, like, multiracial people in gangs back then. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. There was this dude named Green Eyes when I was in prison, and he was just a black guy, and it was rolling with us Mexicans. And I remember when he first showed up, I was like, who the fuck's this guy? And they're like, no, he's cool. He's fine. He's with us. And they're like, oh. And I was like, oh. And then I realized, like, yeah, black guys can also be in this gang. And I was like, oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, Felipe. Well, the projects where he grew up, everybody it was mixed with
Yeah.
black and Mexican.
Yeah, there
and,
was Vietnamese, blacks, and Mexicans in that
Yeah.
one gang.
Yeah.
And and those guys in prison were the Mexicans. Like they didn't go to the other side.
No, yeah, you had to. That was my cousin said the hardest part about him going to prison was that he had to pick. You know what I mean? Because he was like he grew up with his best friend being a black guy. You know what I mean? And that was his best friend through his whole life. So when he went to prison, it was so tough for him to like not hang out with black people or to be like just only be with like Mexicans and stuff. So then when he got out, he actually was like not talking to his friend at all and stuff. So his friend was like, "What the fuck, man?" And he was just like, "Oh shit." So he had to like
Change his mentality.
change his
back.
mentality
Wow.
out of it.
Crazy.
Yeah, man, the politics in there is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, man. So what you got? What show you got coming up?
I'm actually going to be in Tokyo for the roast battle out there. They have like
nice.
they have like a small little
That's badass, dude.
yeah, they have a small little room, and then they have a bunch of other rooms that I'm going to be doing stand up at. So it's my first time out of the country, so I'm really excited. Then I got some shows around here, but that's like the biggest one that's coming up.
Who you going with?
It's just me.
So Tokyo?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the roast battle.
Yeah, they're having me go out do judge and stuff. It's not part of the Comedy Central one. It's just like there's a room they do a roast battle. Like people from Europe and all that come out and do it. And I guess they have a big expat community.
Yeah.
I had
who
no
usually goes
idea.
to see those shows.
When are you
Hong
going
Kong,
to that?
too.
Middle of May.
Get me a giant flying robot shirt,
I will.
double extra large.
All right, absolutely.
You know who flying robot is, right?
Yeah, that's the
Johnny Sacco.
Johnny
Yep.
Sacco.
Yeah.
I know the theme song. Giant robot, don't go, please.
And then I think I'm in Indianapolis in August for a festival, and yeah, I mean you can catch me on frankcastillo.com, I think is my website. I'm so high right now. But I post all my dates on my Instagram. Yeah.
Frank Castillo.
Frank Castillo.
What's your process when you're writing for the roast battle? Like, what do you... Do you have a certain process that's different than writing other jokes?
No, I turn into like a serial killer. I study.
Attack mode?
Yeah, I study them. Like I listen to podcasts, I talk to them, I interview them, like I ask them questions and stuff. Then I put their pictures on my wall, and then I'll write out like premises, and then I'll do like looks like jokes, and then I'll do like thing, and then I'll slowly move them as I like write newer things and like make it out and stuff.
I worked on a show. That's funny, the process. When I was working on a show called I was working with Ada Rodriguez.
Oh yeah.
We followed a Dominican couple and a Puerto Rican couple, and they were gonna marry each other.
Mm-hmm.
So we got to know the whole family, because at the end of the wedding, we were gonna roast them at the wedding.
Mm-hmm.
That was part of the show.
It was called a Wedding Zinger.
Wedding Zinger. So I got to know the whole family, secrets, and I took a bunch of notes because I was gonna roast everybody, and then we got to know everybody. I hung out with the girls, I hung out with the guys, and we had all their photos. And when we were looking for jokes, all right, what do we got? Our abuelita right here. She's an old ass bitch, you know. At first, you throw anything, bro.
Yeah, 100%.
So you get something funny, and then we had everybody, bro. But I wrote some good shit. But then the guy, I hope they're not listening, he got caught cheating, bro, during the fucking show. So
during the show?
I was ready, bro, to roast that fool about getting caught cheating, because that fool on a motorcycle with another chick, and those chicks followed were fucking chasing that fool in the car while he was in a motorcycle.
Holy
and none of
shit.
that made it to the episode, but it was like really happening behind the scenes.
Did anyone...
And I think they were thinking of not getting married, right? That was like a...
Oh my... Did she ever find out?
And then
but they went through the wedding.
The girl that's getting married, she had a sister that was the same age, bro, from another lady. So it was weird, you know, because the dad was there, and she was getting married. His daughter was getting married, but he has another daughter who's the same age, and then that girl has two other daughters. So they have like, she had a sister.
Where's this, Alabama?
She has two older sisters,
Jersey,
and a sister who could be a twin from a stepsister who's the same age as her. They were all at the wedding.
half sister, yeah.
So when I was up there, I said, "Man, we got Carlos Figueroa right here. Wow, I'm surprised he's here. We have his daughters right here. His daughter from his other lady, and his other baby mama's daughter's over there, and I'm his son." And everybody died, bro, because they motherfucker the player.
Johnny Appleseed over here.
That they would have whooped my ass, dog.
Johnny Appleseed.
So I had to roast them, bro, but they weren't expecting that. Yeah. But the show didn't get picked up.
Oh.
Yeah, just a
But I still got to go to Jersey.
Fuck yeah, man.
But the process was the same. We put their photos up and just wrote a bunch of jokes, bro. A bunch of them, and see which one's funny. But when you did the Comedy Central, they approve your jokes, or you decided what jokes are good?
Yeah,
for the finals, they were like, they gave us like some extra cash. They're like, because also some of the people there like had just, this is the first time they did roast battle. So they were like, they wanted to make sure the show was good. So like, if you have anyone helping you, or if you want people to help you, like here's some extra money to give to them. So
that's badass right there.
Yeah, that was smart for them, I think. So I had my boys Pat Barker, Jay Light, and Dan Nolan, and we all sat together and we just like, we all like worked and wrote, and like I dictated, like I was like, this is what I think we should do, and then like we put it together, and then at the finals they had us send them all of our jokes, and just so they can approve them, and then they were like, you know, which ones are good, which ones are not which ones are good, which ones are not, but what we can say, what we can't say.
It was more for legal clearance, right?
More for legal clearance.
Products,
yeah.
defaming anybody.
Yeah, the funniest thing that happened was during the finals, remember the SNL thing happened with that writer who made fun of Trump's kid?
Yeah.
And then she got fired?
Yeah.
So that happened, and my boy Dan Nolan is like, hey, you should do this joke that I wrote. And I looked at him, I was like, I don't know, man. He was like, no, you should do this joke because I think it's perfect. And I was like, all right. And I did it, and it was the best joke. And a Republican blog picked it up and wrote about it because they said, they're like, this is how you write a joke. They're like, this is how you write a joke making fun of Trump without making fun of Trump. And then like they compared the two, they like the SNL joke and then this joke, and the joke that he wrote was Anna could pass for a Trump. She's got the body of Ivanka, the brains of Melania, and her womb is barren. And it's just, you know, just a play on words and stuff, but they like loved it. And like after that, the Comedy Central came down, they're like, all right, if you guys can, please, no more Barron Trump jokes. And we were just like, oh. I was like, are you saying we can't make those jokes or that, like, we shouldn't? And they're like, we're just asking you guys politely to not. And we're like, oh, okay. I was like, oh, shit. That's crazy.
Weak.
Shit's serious.
Yeah, man. I was like, hey, I got one in. That's great.
What you got coming up, bro? Dinner?
Lunch.
Any shows?
The 28th in April, though. That's over there at Knee Slappers.
He said starting a new podcast called There She Goes Podcast.
No.
No? There you go.
No, I was going to start a podcast, but I'm not sure.
After Rizzopedia. She heard of Rizzopedia. Might want a Listopedia.
Yeah, I'll just post all the questions everybody asks me when they
but
could
we're gonna
Google
do
them because I have a text full of
we're
questions.
gonna do Into the Casserole because people have been asking me on the road.
People keep asking for enchilada casserole. We're just so busy. But also,
We got 2 rabbits now.
I know we got another rabbit.
Nice.
We rescued. He's
We have a new
awesome.
rabbit, bro. Grover.
I just wanted to give another shout out to Vape Exhale. That's VAPEXHALE.com.
I'll
Use
keep
promo
going.
code FOOL FOOL at checkout, and you can get 10% off. That's just like a bong vaporizer in one. Like doesn't exist anywhere else.
I think they should give us one, man. Vape Exhale. It's good. Even Megan got a contact high over there.
Megan, you mean Emma?
Emma. What did I say, Megan? I'm sorry.
Like who's Megan?
Her.
Or Courtney. Oh, man. I just want to say, bro, before you go, bro.
What's up, dog?
I fucking love the Mike Tyson Mysteries.
It's the best show.
So great, right?
Fucking hilarious, man.
So fun.
Because Mike Tyson doesn't even have to act. He's acting like himself. Like, he says shit that I would say at a meeting, bro. Like, what this guy
He
talks.
says shit that you have said in meetings.
All right.
Or like,
He goes, cause that fool like this, man, they're talking to him and he don't know what they're saying. He was taking notes. He going, all right. Oh, yeah? All right. Then he goes, give us a second to talk about this outside. Yo, man, I don't know what the fuck he said. Get the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah, he says, yeah, I didn't understand one word of that shit. So I propose we get the fuck out of here.
Is that how it is in the meetings?
Felipe, sometimes in meetings when I hear these people with buzzwords or like, we need some ramp up time. Oh, we're going to circle back and all these buzzwords, corporate words and stuff. And Felipe, I could just see this glossed over look, like I'm not paying attention because they lost me with all this speak. Like all the stuff they're used to saying around the office or in emails to other agents and stuff, they'll use it in the meetings. He hates meetings that don't go anywhere. Meetings that
I hate meeting an Asian just for drinks after we're not going to talk about nothing. I don't
yeah,
wanna hang out with
he
you.
didn't do that. He didn't like to hang out. He didn't want any of that. So all these people try to get in their foot in the door with like, let's hang out, let's have a drink. Like he doesn't do any of that. So he's not going to meet with you. And then when you are his agent, he still doesn't want to hang out and have dinner or lunch or drinks unless it's going to lead to something. Do we really need to discuss something? But it's like watching Mike Tyson Mysteries. It's like watching Felipe.
Let's not waste your percentage on a dinner on me.
That's true too.
That's so.
But
Yeah, man. Because lately, we were talking before the show with Fraser Smith. I sold out 4 shows at the Novo Theater.
Nice.
6,500 people. LA represented.
Hell yeah.
And so all these motherfuckers hitting me up, bro. Oh, we've been big fans. UTA.
A lot of agents.
Oh, so what are they trying to just
Swoop, bro.
Trying to swoop.
Poaching.
trying to sign you to something
Because
new?
agents don't help people who need the help.
No, of course not.
Ain't
They
nobody
jump-
knocking at your door right now.
Oh well, 100%. But it was.
They'll wait until
they
you're
should, though.
already,
Yeah,
I'm only saying that because I'm not saying that they shouldn't, but they should. They should be knocking
They
at your
forgot
fucking door
how to.
right now.
Yeah.
I got a manager after Roast Battle. This is how crazy it was getting a manager for me. Like it was like confetti was falling. They handed me the trophy, and then I got like a tap on my shoulder, and they were like, "This is who we represent."
That's
Blah
how
blah blah
Last
blah.
Comic
Yeah,
Stand
they're
is.
like, "This is who we represent. We'll have a meeting. We'll give you guys a call." I was like, "Oh, you don't have my number?" They're like, "We'll get it," and they just left. And I was like, "This is fucking creepy."
Yeah.
And then a bunch of people hit me up, and then but agents are just different. They're tougher to get a hold of, and whatever.
Yeah, managers
come
are
around.
easy, but once you get an agent, dump the manager.
Yeah.
Unless you really, honestly.
Yeah, it's not to say that, but once you get an agent that's gonna handle you across the board, let's say the big agencies, like they're gonna handle your special appearance, they're gonna handle your acting, your
Development.
your development, they're gonna handle your voiceover, they're gonna handle your
Literary,
literary.
yeah.
If you want to write something, pretty much what is a manager gonna do? Yeah, man. Be your best friend.
Well, yeah. I mean, some people do need direction and do need that manager. But if you already know what direction you want to go, you just go for the person who can book you.
I just need a young agent.
Yeah.
I love my manager. He's great.
Yeah. Yep. Agents are tough, but they will not touch you until you're making a certain amount of money.
Exactly. Yep.
And then they start hearing stuff, and we have been fans since the beginning. Really?
Yeah. I have Freddie Soto's old manager.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Worthy Patterson?
Jeff Chetty.
Oh, Jeff Chetty.
Oh, no, Jeff Chetty.
Sounds like cheddar.
Cheddar. Yeah.
What's up, fool? Okay, already I told you guys we're gonna be at this week.
Yeah, man.
But where am I coming back to?
Huh?
Liberty Live, right? In October.
Oh, in Oxnard? No, in West Nyack.
With Nyack.
In West Nyack in October.
What's up, Rodrigo? Got that wave going and shit?
Yeah, man. Letting it grow, dude.
Give us some Joy Coco.
You know what I'm saying, cocksuckers? It's time for you guys to start checking out the Yeah Man podcast, episode 37 with Elvis Cortez from the Transplants. Have a wonderful evening.
I give a little rant about people getting passed for doing social media.
Well, one thing you guys got to work on, guys, is the social media game of that club. And
No, do Joy Coco doing it.
Yeah, I was like, who's...
Sorry. Who the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Give me another name. I was like,
Joy Coco did a rant about people getting passed for being social media.
Let me tell you something right now, cocksucker. Grab that fucking phone and hit yourself in the fucking head with it. Have a good day.
What's up with a little short rant there? Just a sentence, but we'll take it. What's up, fool? Rodrigo Torres right here. Frank Castillo, check him out at Frank Castillo on Instagram. Lisa right here, Esparza, getting ready to start her own podcast. There she go, podcast.
I think I'm calling Girl School.
Girl School.
Ooh, that's nice.
Like the old B movies, you know.
So sexy. Yeah. Girl School with the X. What's
Where
up, fool?
They said, give us the voice of a little rat. Like a rat. I was like, what the fuck? All right, cool.
A little rat.
Yeah, that's what